to evaluate open speaker.
Excellent, thank you very much. Hey everybody, Ken gave his icebreaker. How do you do? Fantastic. Ken, does it feel good to be done with the icebreaker? Over, done. That's the best part of Toastmasters. When you're done, it just sort of like rolls off.
Right.
So congratulations, my friend. You did a very good job giving a speech. In Toastmasters, we all come at different levels and stuff like that. Congratulations, my friend. You're right in the middle. You're right where you need to be. You were not bursting into flames. You weren't stumbling with your words. You weren't struggling with anything that some people come to the table have. They have to work through a lot of stuff to get to where you're at. You're already there. Now we need to take a look to see what we can do to get you to the next level. That's our ultimate goal. So an interesting thing and something you can work on for your next speech is when you gave your speech, you were pretty much taking a look at your notes because you were not going to forget anything that you'd put on your notes. By the way, we were still there. Still there. Okay, great, whatever. Okay, because I'm looking at my notes. I'm not going to miss a thing in my note. Eye contact is an important thing because you're actually giving the speech to us. But we won't know that you're giving the speech to us unless you look at us and say, I'm giving my speech to you, okay? And if you don't look at us, we're going to do other things. Check our email, do stuff like that. So SEAL Team 6, that concept, fantastic. That was a great way. You used it as a wrapper for your speech. A little bit at the beginning, a little bit at the end, pow. What would have been even better is if you'd worked it into your speech. So you said at the tail end, jump out of a plane, come out of a submarine, do a couple other things like that, great. If you would work that into your speech and said, you know, hey, SEALs people jump out of an airplane, and by the way, I used to climb poles. You know, SEAL people come out of a submarine. By the way, I worked in the central office, but you know what I mean? Tie it a little bit closer to what you've done. That would have been a fantastic speech. But once again, that's something for you to work on as you go forward. Ken, you've got a problem. You're physically a very large person. Okay, you're not tiny. Nobody's ever going to say, hey, tiny Ken, let's go get him. No, absolutely not, okay? But the problem is, and you did a great job of standing here with your hands at your side most of the time. But what's interesting is that's what we like to call in speaking a hulking presence. Hi, I'm Ken. I'm giving a speech. Don't make me angry. Because I came over the table and take you out. So we've got to do something about that. I think you need to have a little bit more movement in your speech. Not that much. Say something, move to a different position. Say something, move to a... Don't go wandering. Don't go wandering all over. But you do need to move some. Just because you are physically so large that if you stand there for a long period of time, it's going to come across as a threatening type of thing. Vocal variety. My name is Ken. I was a line climber. I worked in a central office. We did a cutover. It was very challenging. We ran into some problems, but we solved the problems. Effectively, that's how you gave your speech. Good speech. Very clear. I could hear you all the way in the back. I had no problems hearing you. But I need to have a little bit more variety in that voice. Otherwise, it becomes a little bit more monotone. You used humor in your speech. First speech using humor. Congratulations. That's actually an advanced technique. You did a great job on that. The only other issue I have is, Catherine, he used an ONT on his line cards when he ran into a problem. What type of ONT did he use, and what were the 3 other choices that he had? Ken, you got a mixed audience here. Not everybody knows about telephony, so you didn't take it down far enough. Some people don't know what a central office is, etc. And while you were giving your speech, I got a text message from your wife, and she said, please tell me that Ken included me in his icebreaker speech in which he introduced himself to the club. The name's ONT, you're there. So you did an excellent job of telling us a story, but your life is about this big, and you told us about this much. So there's more for you to share in your speeches that come forward. Mr. General.
Now I would like to invite Sean to evaluate Priyanka.
Thank you very much.